Okay. I think we're
Hi,
ready.
guys.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. Well, welcome us back, really.
Right, welcome to 2026. We're so happy to be here with you guys, and as you can see, live and with audio and video. So
Yes,
this
it's
is
living
new for us, and right, and live in color.
color.
This is new for us. Let us know if you like what you see. If you want more video, we should go back to audio. I'm open.
Yeah, give us updates. Tell us how you feel. We're not ashamed to criticism. So tell us how you feel so we can get better and better. This is our first time doing audio, so new things for us. Let's see how it
And
goes.
as you can see, I cannot seem to get my mic together. Oh, there we go. Okay,
Hey, it was
testing.
turning my on. It's okay. It's right. It's right. It's together. I can
Okay,
hear
there
you,
we
girl. I can hear
All
you.
right, right. I didn't want it to be a distraction, so I was really trying to hide it. I wasn't trying to be on camera like one of them Medea plays with the mic right here.
Right, right.
So,
In the wig and shit. No, no, you're good. You're good. You're fine. And
yes.
if you don't know us, like if you literally never tuned in before, then you know that, or if you don't know that I'm Jazz. This
And
is my
I'm
lovely
Crystal.
co-host.
Yes, and I'm Crystal, aka Chrissy D. So I'm so happy to be here with you guys. We're happy to be back and to welcome you to 2026, the brand new and improved, updated version of Not For Everyone. It's been a minute, so we're gonna just kind of check in with you guys and tell you, what we've been up to, what we haven't been up to,
Yes.
what's new.
Right.
Um, Jazz got the biggest things. Like I feel like Jazz got the biggest announcements, and I want her to start. Like
Oh
I
my
want you to
God.
tell the world what you've been up to. The
Been
biggest thing.
life and I've been adulting, y'all. Like literally, it's crazy. I had a whole baby. That's the biggest thing. I had a whole baby. Yes, that's my baby, baby
That's
Ava.
what I really had to tell y'all.
Yes, I had a little girl. Oh my God, little girl. It's like definitely life changing, amazing. All the things that they say it is all that, and it's more, and crazy, and whatever. But this is my first time, maybe my last, but it was a beautiful journey, and I thank God it went the way it went immaculately. I could never have asked for it to go better. So that's what's new with me. I got engaged. Bam. If you like it, then you shoulda, nigga. Let's do it. Okay. So we did get engaged, me and my man, he hasn't changed. So same nigga from last time. Yeah, he did that. Um, and yeah, that's the biggest things for me. So we gonna stop right there. Okay. Everything else is subsidiary, but and Crystal, you got some beautiful things going on, some new things, some real new things going on.
Yes, I don't
Yeah.
know if I can live up to that, but I did want you to like. I'm a mother. Well, Jazz is a mother, but I'm a mother. I'm a godmother, and I
My
love
baby
that baby.
godmother, obviously.
Yes, I love that baby to
Yes.
death. So I was fiending for her to mention that. And of course, the engagement. So, of course, you guys can stay tuned for that. We'll
Oh,
keep you as much posted as we possibly can
right.
for that. But for me, yeah, I mean, the biggest things for me, well, 2026, I'm in graduate school now, you know. I went back to
Woo!
school. Yes, I went back to school. I'm getting my master's in clinical mental health.
Yeah.
So that is the biggest things for me.
Yeah.
2025 was actually a really good year. Consistent. I think a lot of consistency for the both of us. It was so much that went on. From your baby shower, well, gender reveal, baby shower till baby Ava. And the consistency really was the biggest thing. Like I was consistent with my Bible plan all year. That was the biggest thing for me. It's a brand new year. So I'm currently in the middle of fasting and things in that nature. But
Mhm.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to what the rest of 2026 is gonna be like and what it's gonna welcome, especially being a brand new student. I'm trying to navigate that. So I would definitely keep you guys posted with that. Just wish me luck. All the prayers going up for that. Cause I haven't been to school in like 11 years.
Yeah, then check out her master's videos, y'all. She's sharing her process, which is crazy because it's really scary, but she's sharing her process. Give him your handles, give him your IG and your TikTok so they can see it.
My IG is crystal diamond underscore underscore, and my TikTok, because I've been documenting on TikTok, is XOXO Chrissy D. So
Yeah.
yeah. And even in there you will see the video itself, it says I don't even know if I'm gonna continue. to put this all out there. You know me. I'm a private person for the most part.
Yeah.
Um, Talking about my feelings is not something it's not something that I'm
You're
used to.
easy.
I'm a Brooklyn girl at heart, always been a Brooklyn girl. Oh, you know what? I will say this though. I started therapy. I've never met I started therapy in 2025. Like if you've never been to therapy, I
You
I suggest that for anybody. You
good.
know, therapy, we can believe in Jesus and we can also go to therapy and see a therapist and talk out your feelings and stuff like that. So I actually started therapy in 2025 and that has been different. I need to find a new therapist because my therapist wasn't she was cool. I just felt like we wasn't like the best
Very
click.
much.
But that's okay. It's like anything else in life. It's live
Yeah.
and learn and it's trial and error and you just don't give up and keep going. So
Yeah, try a new
mhm.
one. Yeah, figure it out.
Oh,
Shit,
oh,
it's
yeah.
like cereal. You don't like this one, you go to the store, you get you a new box.
Exactly, right. But
That's what
people could go from men to men, then we could go from
yeah.
therapist to therapist, correct? So it's
Mm,
it's the same thing.
not
It's the
gonna
same
go
thing.
there with that. But yes, if you can go from man to man, which we have. We have some of us, we've had our moments back in the day. I don't do that no more because I'm engaged, bitches.
I'm
But
screaming.
I
I'm
just saying we have had those moments, some of us.
mhm,
Mm,
mhm,
we all have those
mhm,
moments. So yes, you can go to another therapist. Like, hey, it is what it
mhm.
is. Like I feel like it's like switching panties. Let's just, I don't like the cotton blend. I might polyester. I don't know. Who cares? It's
Okay,
what I
okay.
like. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the. If I don't want to do with the black lady, I'll go to white lady. I don't know. If I go to white lady, I'll go to black lady. Who knows?
I
But
agree. I
or a
agree.
man. Would you do a male therapist?
Ooh, good question. So when I was looking for therapists, I'm open to a man, but I also feel like I think it depends on what are you going to therapy for? Like, if this is your
Yeah.
first time going to therapy, what exactly are you looking for? Because it was my first time and I just wanted to experience it, kind of just, I wanted to go sit on the couch. I work from home, as you can see. You see my
Right.
equipment in the back. I work from home and I wanted to go sit on the couch. And it was
Me.
my first time. And I said, you know what? I wanted a lady therapist. I wanted her to be black as well. I just had criteria and it was good for what it was good for, but going forward, I am open to a male therapist, I am. Um, I'm open to a different nationality as well. I'm
Mhm.
open to that as well. Hey, like I said, therapy is also something that's kinda it could be ongoing, it's evolutional, so, hey,
That's
if
new.
that one don't work, try another one. So that's what
Therapy
we
is
do.
supposed to teach you how to behave in certain situations or how to feel in
Mhm,
certain situations or make you uncomfortable. And I'm gonna use this
mhm,
honestly, this is a great segue because we have a new segment that we're gonna do on Not For Everyone.
mm,
Um,
mm, mm,
if there's
mm,
a
mm,
situation that you feel like you don't know how to handle, like you didn't know how to navigate it, you don't know if you should have really just been demure and cute about it or if you should have crashed
mhm,
the fuck out about it. So the new segment is called Crash Out Court, where
okay.
me and Chrissy are gonna be letting y'all know if you should have just let that shit go, let it rock, just honestly, just let it go. Like stop. And honestly, red light, stop, bitch. Calm down. Or should you green light go and crash out? Should you have crashed? Because some stuff is justifiable for you
Some
to
stuff is
crash the F
definitely
out.
justifiable.
Yeah, yeah. So that's our new segment. And you want to start it up? You want to give it a go? We got
I
one
can
letter.
I can. Alright, tell me what the letter say. Let me put my glasses on.
All right, we got an email from New Orleans from the Nola honey, okay?
Okay, Nola.
Okay,
I'm
Princess of
coming
the
to Nola
dog.
soon. I'm coming to Nola soon. I've been talking about Nola. I wanna take a trip out there just for the weekend. I just wanna go Nola, have a good time, just eat. It could be
Mhm.
random. It don't gotta be Mardi Gras. It don't gotta be nobody's birthday. I just wanna go out there and have a good time.
Mm.
Yeah, we
Like a
deserve it.
drive, just not for
Yeah,
everyone goes to New Orleans, just for a nice
yeah.
little drive. We'll let y'all know what to eat out there. Definitely let y'all know what to eat out there. Let me see. Okay, so for email. Okay. Okay. Hey, not for everyone. I recently went out to a birthday dinner at Houston's in New Orleans with my man. He was the only meal present at the dinner. There was about six of us total, ordering drinks, food, and hookah, enjoying the night. The bill came and everyone was looking at him to pay for some reason, and I was ready to lose it. Is it acceptable for my man to be expected to pay because he's the only male, or should I have crashed out? Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who birthday was this? Actually, it don't even matter who birthday it was. I'm
I
like, what?
know what day it
I'm
is.
like, it don't even matter who birthday it was. What do you mean everybody was looking at your man to pay?
Right.
Where your money at?
Right.
What
Where's your money? You came to dinner to celebrate. I'm assuming celebrate their friend. Why is it my man would have to be the one with the wallet because he has a penis? I don't give a damn if he's the only man out here. A
I
penis is
agree.
not attached to a fucking checkbook, so let's not get it twisted, okay? Like, I feel like this. To be honest, if we're gonna do red light, green light, what you think? Imma just all 3. We're gonna say it together. We may agree, we may disagree. Should she have red light and stopped and just thought about it and, not been so crazy with her friends, or should she have green light, crash out on that? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Green light.
Green.
Yeah, green light for me. Green
I'm
light.
like,
If you
but can I do it like maybe a yellow? That's why I said, who birthday was this? Because again, I also do not believe in ruining your own event to get your point across. Okay, because this is my birthday and I invited all my friends out, and my man clearly is the only man there. I'm not gonna crash out or go off for my friends because y'all looking at my man to pay. But you do need to get checked. Because
uh,
again, this is my birthday. So he
yeah,
didn't come here with the intentions on paying, or maybe he did. But if he didn't, that's okay as well. Because why y'all looking to another grown man that don't belong to you to pay for your bill? That's not how
right,
that works. That's not how that works. It's common courtesy. Like if he offered to pay and take care of the bill for the table, kudos to him. Thank
right.
you,
And
husband,
we
whoever.
already discussed that. We have already discussed that because, to be honest, the only person who should have been looking at him to pay is obviously the woman he was with, and that's just honest.
Correct.
And that's honest. Nobody should have been expecting out the blue he was gonna pay. Now, if it was already said, "Oh, Jamal gonna pay" or whatever his name is, okay. But if
Right.
not, absolutely not. And I'm gonna say this: I want to say yellow, depending on the friends. Cause
Yeah.
motherfucker, if you really was looking at my nigga to pay and you got upset for real, like super upset, bitch, I'm crashing out because let me tell
Yeah.
you why
That was
you
green.
say. Then it's fucking green. If y'all just like was jokingly, okay, then I could check y'all yellow. We can yellow. But let me be honest, if you were seriously thinking he was gonna pay and you had a fucking attitude or at any moment, I'm crashing out. I'm
Yeah.
crashing out, baby, and you should crash
Absolutely.
out to New Orleans. Crash out, girl. Okay, we are keeping
Yeah.
these anonymous because some people's stuff is a little so we definitely keep it anonymous. But to New Orleans, Houston, girl, I feel
Yeah.
like you could do yellow depending on your friend group. But if you needed to, you could do green as well.
Green.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
have
I would say yeah, definitely not everybody. Definitely do, yeah, I definitely say yellow, but right, depending on your friends, if they're not getting the point in the picture here, then it's a green. It's a green because it's the audacity for me. I don't like stuff like that. It's the
been.
audacity. You should never go anywhere with the expectation of anybody is gonna pay for you. You don't have no money, stay home, okay? Our
Right.
mama they embedded that in our brains. Like if you don't got
Yeah,
no money, you're not going. What are you going to the mall
you're not
for? You don't got no
going.
money. No,
You shouldn't even
it's
be
not.
hoping. I hate people who are you hoping somebody gonna pay? Bitch, what? You should have. To me, it should be a pleasant surprise if somebody pays
Absolutely.
for you every time. It should always be a
Absolutely.
pleasant surprise. It should never be like, oh, I knew or I'm cute and they gonna know, bitch. It ain't even how
Right.
cute you is. Because pretty privilege is a thing, and we know that being pretty it does give you
It
that
is.
whatever. But you
Yeah,
should never anticipate that. Let it just happen. Just be
correct.
pretty and let it happen. You don't come in like,
Right.
"Oh, cute," and he gonna pay it because that's my girl. She knows, like, we don't fuck with busters. Like, I feel like people have gotten so caught up with the Instagram, "Oh, he gonna trick
Mhm.
on me," shit, that they forgot in real life these men are not doing that.
They're not doing that, and I also feel like that's a good I like it's not even supposed to be the topic, but I like how you did that because I felt like right, I feel like also women are starting or people are starting to kinda miss genuine connections and genuine relationships because you're so focused or caught up on shit like that that you see on social media, like, "Oh, if he's not checking on me, he not buying me this, he not doing that, he not it's not for me." But my thing is, let's be real, let's be honest. Nobody is really spending no money on somebody that they just met. That's
Hell
that's
no.
made up. That's false. That's not how the world works. Like not real, true, genuine connections. And most of us, like I'm gonna speak for me because I'm single. Most of us, if I feel like a guy is coming out the gate and he's just too eager to buy stuff or too eager to pay for stuff, I'm automatically gonna think he wants something. Or
Yeah.
because what is it in for you? You don't know me. Why are you offering to just do this and do that? It's a difference if it's a grand gesture versus you just tricking, okay? Or
Mhm.
what they say, it ain't chicken if you got it. But sometimes tricking guys who trick are looking for a treat at the
Yeah.
end of the tricking. Okay, trick or treat is how the game go. Trick or treat.
Some dudes don't
Okay,
got
trick
nothing
and
but the
treat.
trick. They don't have no personality, so they're gonna lead with the money, they're gonna lead with the gifts because they don't have nothing else to lead with, and that's fine for some people too, but I'm a big personality girl, like, you gotta
Mhm.
have
Me too.
something because when we out to dinner and we talking and stuff, I don't wanna be bored. I don't need that bullshit. So that's why I'm like, some dudes, they do lead with money because they're like, well, I got it. I got money. I'm not the
Mhm.
funniest dude. I'm not cool. I'm not handsome, but at least I know I can surprise her with this. Nobody's buying her that on the first date, which most dudes ain't. But, like I said, we've all been on dates with dudes who had a little change and it was boring as hell. That's what I'm like, we've all been there. But if you're
Yeah,
going to continue with that, it's cool if you don't mind it. Some people don't give a damn about your personality. That's
yeah.
not on their checklist. Oh, he has to have a nice personality. That's not on their list. So it's
Which
all
is
about
crazy to me. Which is crazy. That should always be like the top of the list. Like you need to have some type of personality. You need to be like family oriented, a great
something.
personality and sense of humor, faith based. Like Jesus is important to me. Like if you don't believe in God
Mhm.
and you can
Yeah.
exit stage left,
Yeah.
like it's
How we
it's
gonna do this? Like, I'm saying, like, I'm not even saying, like, we even if we have, like, 2 different religious backgrounds, at least have some type of faith so I can know that we have that in common, like, we both have a grounded in our faith or something. Like, it's gonna be a struggle, obviously, we worship differently, but at least have that. I can't be with somebody who just you don't believe in anything.
correct.
Well, education doesn't mean anything to you. Like, I'm a big education person. Education don't mean that to
Mhm.
you. We can't do this because I have a daughter. I have things that go on with me. I'm a teacher. I have all kind of stuff that's working in that type of realm where I can't be with somebody who's totally just misaligned with that. You have to have some type
I
of
agree.
love for education or some type of love for desire to learn. And I'm not single, but, just being honest, that don't mean I don't have lists. That doesn't mean I didn't have a list, and that don't mean that I don't have a list in my mind of what people should be doing if they trying to be around me, not just men, but friends too.
Yeah. I
You know,
agree too. I feel like we all should be leveling up. I feel like we're a constant work in progress. You should be working to level up. You should be working to be better than you were, last year. You should be working on something, whether it's a financial goal, personal goal, education, weight, whatever. You should be working towards
spiritual.
being
We could keep
spiritual.
your spiritual goals.
Yes, like, it needs to be something, and, speaking of spiritual, it's 2026, so
Yeah,
that leads me to the question, it is a new year. Did you
it does.
set up, like, any, like, 2026, like, resolution goals or anything like that? Like, I feel like a lot of people are kinda well, I'm gonna let you answer the question first, and then I'll say what I gotta say. But did you set up any, like, resolutions? Like, "This year I'm gonna"
This year, the only resolution I had, and the crazy thing is, like, because I had a baby, but the real, like, resolution I had is just to make sure that make her hit her milestones. That was it, really. And then, but for myself personally, it was to make sure that I was focusing a lot on, I'm finishing my master's, but the podcast. I'm gonna lie. So yeah, not for everyone is my New Year's
Yeah.
resolution, y'all. Like, I'm trying to make sure that my mind is focused on that too, because I'm starting to learn that you have to put, like, value on things that you love as well, not just things that you got to do, like, the things, "Okay, I gotta do this, gotta do that," so you put it as a high precedent, but also the stuff that you love to do, you should put it up there.
Yes.
You should dedicate some time to yourself. You see, I got my wine, honey, because my baby downstairs with her daddy, and I
I
need
know
to
that's right.
like, you gotta dedicate time
I'm
to
s
what you
I'm a
wanna
student,
do.
I'm drinking my water and minding my business.
Okay? I love it. I love it. It's like I know, like, I can't everything this year, I wanna dedicate this year to making sure my kid is hitting her milestones, but also making sure I'm hitting my milestones too.
Yes.
Professionally, things like socially, all the things that I wanna do, I just, getting my house together, stuff like that. I wanna make sure I'm doing those things that I desire to do as well. So that's
Yes.
my goal for this
Okay.
year or a resolution is to try to focus on my podcast, my this, me a little bit. Focus
Yes.
on me a little bit and what I want to do as well. So yeah.
I
What about
yes, clock that tea. But the new people say, "Clock that tea." I like it. I
you?
like it, I like it. I didn't really have any New Year's resolutions, I'm not gonna lie. Of course, expanding not for everyone and making this as big as possible is absolutely a goal, but I feel like I don't really like the word like New Year's resolution. If we're gonna make a change, like a lifestyle change, then yes, let's do that. If one of our goals is right to become more spiritual, to become closer to God, then let's do that. But I feel like sometimes people put so much emphasis on like the word resolution that it's like you just focus on it for that year. What happens when that year is up? You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like what
right.
happens when that year is up and now you done completed the goal? What's next? So I don't really like the New Year resolutions. It's more of how can I become, greater and better than last year? Absolutely. I do believe in setting your goals the beginning of the year and, kind of mapping out what you want the rest of the year to look like, or do you have any focuses or things that you want to change about yourself, any improvements? Then yeah, absolutely. But the
Yeah.
word resolution nah,
Yeah,
I kind of got
it's
away.
a way to even describe a goal, like a resolution. All
Yeah,
thing means that there was an issue before. What if it wasn't no
right,
issue back then? I was good.
right,
I'm trying to get a little
right.
better. I get you. That's and work
Yeah,
good too. When you say,
yeah. I'm
like,
like,
"Oh, I wanna resolve," you don't need to really have a resolution if you didn't have a problem. But a
correct.
goal or an idea, I agree with you. Having a vision for the new year is good. So maybe we
I
should
like that better. A
throw that
vision.
other word out.
I like
Yeah, let's have a vision
I
for the
like
new year.
that. This is a vision for
Yeah,
2026, right? My
yeah,
vision is to complete my first year of graduate school,
right,
with the
right.
bang and an A in
Mm,
all of my classes. To
yes,
continue on, I wouldn't even say health journey, but lifestyle changes. Like we made so many lifestyle changes, and I just want to continue to do stuff like that.
yeah.
Um, I want to start Pilates this year. Like I want to be a Pilates
Mm.
girl. Yeah, that's a goal. I
Well,
want to be.
we was also thinking not to cut you, we was thinking about doing a new thing every month.
We
A new
were.
thing, and we're gonna
Yes,
challenge
we
y'all to do
we're
it
gonna
with
do that.
so
We're gonna
Pilates
do
should definitely be one of them, because 'cause I'm
yeah,
down.
I'm gonna
Here or down.
Pilates, yes, kickboxing, all of that. Like I want right, right, yeah,
I
I
like
wanna
that.
do all of that.
Yeah,
Yes, we
be
keep the
fun.
people posted on that, more
Yeah.
to come for that, but
Mhm,
tell me
mhm.
about so since it is the new year, we're speaking about religion and spirituality. Tell me tell me about yours. Like, do you feel like you're more religious? Do you feel like you're more spiritual? Do you feel like there's a difference? And right?
Honestly, I don't feel like
Like my take
I
my
feel
lip.
like yeah, like, I'm like, being religious to me is saying, like, I dedicate myself to this particular faith. So I feel like I believe in, God, I believe in Jesus. So I do feel like I have a specific faith. I may not be like, like an avid Bible reader or a churchgoer or something like that, but I do feel like I do belong to a specific faith. I just feel like with that, I'm not so, there's levels to dedication to the religion, I feel. I'm not going to say like I'm necessarily the most religious person, but I do feel like I'm a religious person. I do feel like I believe in God. I feel like I believe in the Lord. And I believe that there is Jesus Christ, as my Lord. I accept Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. So I feel like that means that by default, I'm religious because I have put myself in a category of believing this specific thing. Now spirituality, I feel like it's something that goes across the border. Like all religions have spiritual connects, like
And beliefs.
it's right. It's that mystical element of the religion to me. And I know some people they don't want to hear that, but that's just facts. All religions have like a mystical element. Something that's not standard like the word I'm looking for is like just things that don't make sense in a
Yes.
standardized world. It's not just we speaking to something that's not physically there or
Mhm.
believing something to happen and then it magically happens or not to say magically happens, but you have enough faith and it happens. So like
Yes.
I said, all
Yes. It's
religions have that.
omnipresent.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they all got that spiritual element. So that's why I'm like, I feel like if you feel like you religious and you spiritual. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If you don't see no like, if you don't have no specific religion that you identify with and you're very open, some people call that spiritual, but
That's
for
true.
me, I don't really call that spiritual. I just feel like you just, you're just free. You're just free when it comes to, you don't have any religious views to me. You don't have a specific viewpoint. Maybe you
Like,
believe in
no
a lot of,
commitments.
yeah, right. You're not committed to any one faith. Maybe you like, I hate to say this, but you're like the bisexual of religion in a sense. Like you do everything, you do you kind of thing. You do you.
Ooh, that was a
Yeah,
word to
so that's
use
why
there.
like, I don't know what to say, or the pansexual or religion, like, like you do your thing. Like, you may go at a mosque and observe, you may go to the synagogue and da da da, you may be that type of person. Some people are like that. They travel a lot. They've seen all type of stuff. They've been to the Buddhist monks and their temples and all type
They
of stuff.
kind of
So
studied, like, different
yeah, a
religions and
lot of
things like
people
that.
do the stuff like that. I
Yeah.
don't feel like that's necessarily spiritual. I feel like you spiritual too, but I feel like, let me say this. I feel like, yeah, that's spiritual, but I feel like being religious is spiritual too. It's
Mhm.
all it's all spiritual because
Mhm.
you're just trying to find your faith. That's
Yes.
all. You're just trying to find your
Yeah.
faith.
I was about to
But
say that. I feel like that's more like shopping around. You trying to figure
yeah,
out, right, where you fit. Like, Imma try
oh,
this, Imma try that before, like,
right.
it's like trying a new gym. Imma try Crunch, Imma try
Yeah.
LA Fitness, Planet Fitness,
Or the therapist.
all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
before I
Which
kinda,
one
like,
fit right.
commit.
Hmm.
Yes, yes, I agree with you, I agree with you. I'm spiritual. I grew up in the church. I wouldn't say I'm a PK, that's not it. But I definitely have a very deep, very rooted spirituality, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That's who I believe in, that's who I pray to. And you're right. I feel like you do have to have a deeper understanding and a deeper spiritual connection to kind of believe in something that you probably never even saw. Like, how can you explain, like, I believe in Jesus, but I never saw him. I believe he walked on water, but I've never saw it. I can only just read these stories and these passages about, things that tell me what happened.
Right.
But I do feel like that is spirituality. Of course, I feel like religion is like the branches, like Christianity, Buddhism, Hindu, things in that's your religion. And I like how Kurt Franklin kind of like broke it down when he said, like, I'm casting off my religion. It doesn't mean that I'm throwing away my spirituality. It just means that my religion is no longer going to kind of be like at the not the forefront, but it's like there's a difference. And
Yeah.
sometimes people can use that as a weapon to weaponize certain people. And I get it. I get why he said what he said.
Mhm.
But I also feel like sometimes you gotta break it down to people to allow them to understand because when you hear stuff like that, you may think, oh, what does he mean by that? What you mean you're
Right.
casting off your religion? Yeah, what do you mean? Like you're Kurt Franklin. Like, like what do you mean? I think it was more of him just trying to, one, introduce probably people to Jesus who don't know Jesus, who
Right.
don't know what Christianity look like, because sometimes you may encounter someone and they may say, especially with Christianity, they may say, "Oh, I'm a Christian," and it's like their behavior is not what a Christian is supposed to be. Like the Bible says and Jesus says to love, to love your neighbor,
Yeah.
to be there for your neighbor, love your neighbor as you love yourself, right? To forgive. And it's like we walk around screaming, I'm a Christian, and your behavior is saying something else. So
Mhm.
I definitely, okay, clock that T. Your
Right.
behavior, your
It does
behavior is
flop with the church people. 'Cause
thank you. Your behavior is
yeah,
saying
thought.
something else. It's another reason why a lot of people don't go to church anymore, or
Yeah,
they don't yeah, they don't believe, and it's unfortunate that someone's behavior can kind of derail you, or you. I don't want to say lose your faith, but it can deter you from getting.
guidance. It's misguidance. You going so hard with this religious, faith-based, da da da. You're driving it, and that's what Kirk Franklin's saying. Like, I'm not gonna lead with that because I am Kirk Franklin, a God believer, a Jesus lover. I'm not Kirk Franklin, a Christian,
Yeah,
with Christian on my chest because that's like we're a gang or something. We're not a gang. This is my faith. This is what I believe. This is my
mhm,
love. It's not like
mhm.
just like my daughter. I love my daughter. I don't walk around with shirts that say Ava all day, and I'm Ava's mom. I'm Ava's mom.
I would.
I am Ava's and everybody who knows me knows I'm Ava's mom, but I don't have to sit around marching and preaching that to everybody. I'm a Christian and I do things to God because people see how I move. They see me with my daughter. They know, just like he feel like, look, I'm Kirk Franklin. If you haven't seen me and got that I love God based off just seeing me and what I'm doing out here, how I'm living, then I don't really got to, you're not my person. I'm really trying to convince no one. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm like, that's why I'm like religious, spiritual to me is really one and the same. Like it's one and the same. We all religions have spiritual elements. We all believe in something that's a higher power. Whether you believe your way and I believe mine is whatever. I'm not trying to convince you of anything. Of course, if you want to speak to me about God and Jesus and stuff, I'm always gonna be open to bring you over to, those conversations because
I
I
agree.
believe that is the way that's gonna bring us all to, whatever better is to be, honestly. So, of course, Imma talk to you, but I'm never gonna force it down your throat. I'm
Mhm.
never gonna act like I'm better than you because I believe in Jesus and Jesus gang over here, like, I'm not doing that, okay? I love what I love. God, please protect me and my child, my family, and Imma, pray for my friends and my family all the time, but I never would try to denounce nobody else's stuff or look down on nobody. Uh,
Right.
but like I said, it's levels. It's levels.
It
Kirk
is,
is a pinnacle in the religious community. He's like at the top of that community when it comes down to even though he is just a gospel singer, that is a big deal. Like
it
in the
is.
religious community, the choir is like in the Baptist church alone, the choir is the center point. Like it's a big thing. It's a big
Mhm.
part of worship. And oh, I was trying to say that there are other people who are held to a higher standard in religion,
Mhm.
like pastors, first ladies, things like that. And that brings me to say, like, with the Pastor Jamal Bryant thing, how do you feel about
Woo!
I mean, I know that was and it's crazy that you could say Pastor Jamal Bryant and ooh comes out next. Like, why? That's so crazy, but it be like that though.
It
It
do be like that.
it be
It
the
do be like
pastors
that.
in the churches with the scandal, quote unquote, or the whatever. Like it's so toxic and messy. That's why I'm like, if you lead with religion, like, oh, I'm just this devout Christian and all that, and you don't keep it real with yourself, you're gonna be so jaded. But what do you feel
Correct.
about Pastor Jim O'Brien's wife's dress?
The
Um,
dress. Let me
yes,
say okay, let me before I
how do
answer
you
that
like
question,
that?
I'm gonna say this about Christianity too. Again, we already talked about love your neighbor as yourself. You know, the greatest commandment of them all is to love thy neighbor, correct?
Yes.
So there's a way that we do things. Like I said, I'm very spiritual based, very faith based, love Jesus, and I feel like there's always a time and a place to do things. And with that being said, I love the dress. The dress was very cute. But here's the thing. I like how I just said, there's a time and a place for everything. I feel like though, when you are called to a higher standard, first lady and pastor, it's like you are used to the criticism. And if you're not, then you should be.
Yeah,
Um, I just felt like you had to know, the saints. You come on,
I agree.
the saints. That's the saints. I'm from a different generation. I'm younger. The dress was gorgeous. You know the saints. They're gonna constantly look at you as that first lady, that pastor. They're gonna always look at something like you shouldn't have worn it. I'm from a generation where if your skirt is too short, they're gonna pass you the
Yeah.
prayer cloth. Okay, that's just from that. Look, I grew up
'Cause
Pentecostal. That's just
we're in the mid between. We're in the
yes,
younger, we love the dress, but we're also in the
right.
older, like, and we're in our 30s, just being transparent, where when we were younger, there was a church etiquette for clothing to wear
Thank
to church.
you.
There's none of that no more. People going to church with jeans. When I was young, you had stockings when you went to
But
church. That was a big
stocking
deal.
slips,
Yes,
the
a
knee
whole right.
highs, all of that.
Girdle. Okay,
Girdle,
that
okay,
belly
all of that. That's what I'm
alien.
saying. That's what I'm saying. And that's why I was like, we definitely, it's a new, now we're in 2026, and I
Yeah.
get the whole come as you are, but it's kind of like you had to know that you were going to get some type of
That
criticism for that.
right.
Thank you for
Her
that.
name is Corey Turner Bryant, and she is so
Yes,
beautiful. I mean, and
she
she is
is
gorgeous,
beautiful. She
beautiful
is
head to
beautiful.
toe.
She
And
is.
I'm sure she's a beautiful woman inside out, I'm sure. Because I do like Pastor Jamal Bryant for what he does. I know he's controversial, but he seems
Mhm,
like an
mhm.
interesting pastor, and he seems like he's really down for the Black community, and I like that. And I like
I
that
like
he's
that
bringing
too.
young people in, you know?
Mhm.
He's
I
not
like
young
that
like
too.
that. He's an older
Yeah,
man, but he's definitely
yeah.
speaking to the younger people, and I'm like I said, if you come to me, you wanna talk about God, I'm with it. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm with it, but he's bringing people to wanna come talk to him, and
Correct.
feeling like, they got it, so I can't denounce it, but I agree with you where it's like, boo, you knew, Pookie, like, miss,
Why you couldn't just make it black? Why you couldn't just make it black? I looked at the dress like
that was the is it the okay, I'm looking at the dress now, I'm just looking at it. You're right. I mean, the nude
the
color
new
is
part.
controversial.
Yes. Yes.
But and I used to watch it, and I know y'all some of y'all watched it. Me and Chris used to watch the Mary show back in the day. If you
Yes.
used to watch that, you know how hard it was for them to get dressed. Their sister had to dress them, all that stuff. So my thing is, Google couldn't do it easily. She knew it was a problem. Even they couldn't even get another. Even when Google was getting on their damn nerve, they couldn't get another stylist because they
Mhm,
knew nobody's gonna really
mhm,
dress us fly, and they have
mhm,
curvaceous sense. And Miss Kari,
mhm.
honey, body is tea. Body is tea.
Hey, honey, this
Okay,
is a
girl.
beautiful woman, but my thing is, why
Mm.
y'all couldn't just make the mesh part black? I felt like if the mesh part was black, then it wouldn't have been anything for them to complain about. But what
They
I'm
still may have something to
noticing,
say, but at
yeah,
least, uh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know,
like, call
girly.
J Bowen. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you couldn't get Google on the line, call J Bowen. J Bowen be dressing all the saints, and they look good, and he be dressing SWV, and
Right.
he
Grown
does.
women,
Yes,
more
he does a
mature.
good
Yeah.
job. Yes, he does a great job at giving you sexy but appropriateness. But what and this may give me backlash. I don't care.
Go ahead, say it, girl.
I felt like she didn't care.
This is my second cup, so y'all shut the fuck up. Anyway, because I don't
I
even wanna hear
felt,
nothing. I
but
don't
ain't
wanna hear
nobody
nothing.
judging. I
I
felt
don't wanna
like she
hear
didn't
nothing.
care.
I'm on my mommy break right now. Anyway,
Period.
um,
I
I
felt like
don't
she
think she
didn't
gave a
care.
fuck. She wanted
I,
to look like Beyonce.
yup,
She
and I
wasn't
felt
trying
like
to look
Pastor
like
Jerome
Mary
Martin didn't
Mary.
care either.
Huh?
'Cause I felt like Pastor Jerome
No, he didn't
'cause he made the
care.
statement. He said, "I saw the dress. I love the dress. I feel like people are jealous and people are insecure." And I'm like, "All right, Pastor."
That
Yeah.
man well, let me say this. I did watch his sermon. I don't even watch, like, I don't go to his church I live in Atlanta. I do not go to his church. Let me just
Right.
disclaim. I don't watch his sermons on every Sunday. I don't go to any church. Let me just say that too. So it's nothing against that. I did watch his sermon though on that dress because I knew we were gonna talk about it. Um, I'm gonna say this. He brought up so many points on that dress. He said he bought it. Let's start there. He
He
said
did
he
say
bought
that.
it.
I saw
That
that. Yep.
wasn't cheap. Let's
No,
be
it wasn't.
that
Mm-mm.
designer has dressed Beyonce. I didn't just say Beyonce for nothing. I went and saw about that design. That designer has dressed Beyonce. She wanted
Mhm.
like Beyonce. But he
Mhm.
also brought up like, yeah, she should have known the states were gonna say something. But at the same time, why is it that we let misogyny just rock in the in the church with these men? Like we gotta have prayer cloths for women with skirts and all this stuff. Well, men, you need to turn your damn head and stop looking all the time at these young women in church and these women in
Correct.
church and stuff like that. I'm not saying you should be able to walk in church with your ass out. I'm never gonna say that. But if I am a curvaceous woman, if I come in church, it don't matter what dress I wear, honey. I'm shapely, and Miss
They're gonna
Carter
be
is
looking.
shapely.
Mhm.
She's shapely, so people gonna
Yeah.
look. But he brought up a good point. Misogyny, y'all. Like we let that rock a lot. We always gotta like slap a girl on the hand,
Mm.
when she wears something a little bit that's deemed as inappropriate. But are we slapping the man on the hand for open like the jaw on the floor, the drooling,
We
the stupid
should.
shit? Yeah, Deacon tried to talk to me after church. Did anybody say anything about that? Are we good with that? That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, are we good with the prayer meeting on Wednesday? He definitely asked to take me out to lunch, in the name of Jesus. Is that okay?
In the
Like,
name
so he
of
can pray
Jesus.
over me? Come on, like, we
So he
gotta
can
talk
lay so
about
he can lay heads.
it. Talk about that. So I
Dear
understood
Lord.
his point. Yes, you gotta understand
That's
where Jamal's
sister
coming from.
that's Sister Theodore.
Thank you. He trying to lay hands on me and all of that. And I'm like, is it because, oh, are you gonna blame me because I wore the dress? And he was, you can't blame the women all the time for what they
No.
wear all the time. You really can't. You gotta, like I said, she wasn't also at church. Because
Mm-mm.
when I was one thing about it is when I first saw it, me and Crystal talked about it, and I asked her because to be honest, she's more like I said, there's levels to religious. She's on a higher level than me. My level, I'm not there yet. We're on a different level. She's up there. She's drinking water. I'm drinking wine. You see, different levels of religious.
Well,
Okay.
Jesus turned he turned water into wine.
We did, and that's why we go together, like, "Cheers." We go
Yes.
together, like, we go together, but in reality, she's more up there on her faith journey than I am. She's further along. So, in that sense, I wanted to know where do you come from with it? How do you feel about it? I asked another friend who's very deep into church, and we are all around the same age, and everybody's consensus was the same. We all love the dress, honestly,
Mhm.
but we just feel like she knew it was gonna be drama attached to it, and at least she has a strong enough husband who was gonna back her,
Mhm.
and who's gonna have her back no matter what. And if the Bible serves me right, it says that men are supposed to support their wives. So, hey, at least he's doing what he's supposed to do. But she knew she had a husband who was gonna have her back
Correct.
regardless.
And
He
that's
bought the
good.
dress,
Yeah, and you
so
should have a husband that's gonna stand by you and
she
support
wasn't
you.
scared.
I Yeah, I just felt like, why? Like, why are we that's why I said I felt like she didn't care because my thing is, even if you haven't been a first lady that long, Pastor Jamal Bryant, you have been a pastor long enough. So my thing is why? Like, I never wanna give anybody that much, ammo to go at me. Like, why? Why? Because you also gotta realize you are a leader of one of the biggest mega churches in Atlanta. That's number one. So they're always going to look at a reason to criticize, especially Pastor Jamal Bryant being the pastor that he is. He already come from, headlines and criticism. We know his ex-wife. That's why we know
Yeah, I was
exactly
gonna
who his
say
ex. Yeah,
right,
we know
alright.
exactly who his ex-wife is. We know exactly the controversy
Shout
behind
out to
that.
Giselle.
Thank you.
Shout out
Right.
to
If you don't know,
Potomac,
like
you
Giselle
know.
Bryan,
Yeah,
Real Housewives of Potomac is his ex-wife. And that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like we know that it's also been rumors about Pastor Jamal Bryan before he got married to the new wife. So it's kind of like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like some people are just addicted to the criticism.
Do
They
anything
just
for clout, do
right.
anything
You
for clout.
talking,
People gonna be
yeah,
mad,
you
but
talking,
that's
you
that.
talking. You talking. Any look, what they
That's that.
say? But they say any publicity is good publicity, and that's how I feel some people are, and it's just like,
Yeah, even
long story
religious
short,
people.
right? Especially
Yeah,
no, not even, especially the
yeah,
church people. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
why are we
It's
talking
crazy.
about this? Why are
I
we gonna go
feel
through this?
I see for me, like you said, it wouldn't even been a thing because I'm not gonna say I would have came out there with no turtleneck on. And
Yeah.
they were at some type of charity for the United College Negro Fund or
Mhm.
the United Negro College Fund. I think that's what it is.
Mhm. Mhm.
HBCU basically. They were doing that type of thing. And that's why I'm like, I'm sure they raised mad money at that thing.
Yeah, and it got overshadowed
Yeah,
by a
exactly.
drink
I'm
fiasco.
like, "Ooh," and then a dress, could make everybody so controversial, and I would say even doing a full-on sermon about the dress, which I love the sermon, but he did a full-on sermon about the dress, and it's
See,
like,
I'm not doing that. That's what I'm saying.
"Ooh."
I'm not even gonna I'm probably gonna address
I
it
wouldn't
a little
acknowledge it
bit.
too much. Yeah.
Huh?
I wouldn't acknowledge it too much. Not that
That's what I'm saying. It's like you're feeding into it, and it's like, come on, pastor, set the example. That's why I'm like, I'm not. Again, that's why I never want to be nobody pastor, nobody first but lady, none of
Mhm.
that because it comes with too much. It's too much responsibility, and that's your job as the leader of this church is to lead the sheep, okay?
Yeah.
Lead the congregation. And it's like if you're coming at them like that, it's not always going to be perceived well. It's not. It's just
No.
not. So that's why I was like, it was a no for me. The beautiful dress, beautiful couple. I just would have been looking like I would've worn a dress, but I would've made it black. I would've made the undertone black. Now, I feel like it's your birthday, all bets are off. That could would've been a
Or your
nice ass
wedding.
birthday. That would've been yes, that would've
Yeah,
been a
just wear
pretty
your wedding
birthday
dress.
dress.
Yeah.
Pretty.
Like I said, she wasn't like Beyonce. She wasn't trying to come in there like, necessarily. She wasn't thinking like, "Oh, I'm a first lady," necessarily.
Mhm.
She was thinking like, "I'm a baller's wife," and she is. People got to think like that too. Even though her husband's a pastor, he's a baller. He ain't just no pastor at no regular little
He is a
church.
baller.
He's a baller. They're getting invited to baller stuff. They're hanging out with baller people. And I
But he
think that
is a pastor, though. I think that's what people fail
that's what
to
that's
realize.
it. Because you're doing
Yes.
you're doing baller stuff, but you're a pastor. And
Thank you. That's the difference that people don't realize. It's like when you're a pastor, you're always gonna be pastor first. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. You're always gonna be a pastor.
yeah,
If you answer the call to be a pastor, then guess what? You're gonna be a pastor. They're always gonna look at you as pastor so and so. You have to
yeah.
carry yourself as the leader of so and so church. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry to tell. It doesn't matter. That's why I
Can't
no.
be just like a celebrity or a actor, rapper.
Correct.
That you're right.
Right.
What
Yeah,
can we and that's why I'm like, even like I said, I love Mary Mary. I don't give a damn.
yeah.
They tried to come at Erica about that dress, and I thought that was bananas.
That was
Consider
nothing.
a
That
turtleneck.
was nothing. It
It
really
was
was just
a
like
turtleneck.
you said, because she's curvaceous.
Right.
That's
Come
all
on.
that was about. It was really that she was
Yeah.
just curvaceous. Because I was like, it was nothing wrong with
She didn't have
the
no
girl.
skin out.
Girl, the dress was up to here,
To
and
all
the
the way
dress was
past the knee.
long sleeve,
Yes. I'm like, come on. It was a
and it
midi.
was past her knees.
Yeah, like y'all did too
I'm
much,
like, hold on, let me
but they
find it, and
did.
it was white,
It was all
looking
white.
like a saint.
She looked like a saint. She looked like a beautiful saint. And then, like I said, that's why I'm like, as Pastor Jamal Bryant, I don't understand why you had to do a whole sermon about the dress.
Thank you.
But in the sermon, you were not wrong in certain points because you're a good pastor. So yes, you're gonna do a good sermon because you're a good pastor. That's what you do. You know, you made the point. People was mad at Erica about the dress, but why are we mad at the men in the church who are gawking over women in these dresses and gawking over women and sleeping with this one and doing all that? Are we okay with that too? Because men men don't wear the scarlet letter.
Oh shoot, you probably can't even see. I think it's
Tap it, tap it. Let me see. Put your brightness down.
yeah, that's what I'm about to do. It's
Yeah,
too.
put your brightness down.
Oh, it's white on white. It's a white turtleneck dress. Can you
Don't
see it a
worry,
little
we'll
bit?
get our edits together so we can put it in the background so they can see.
Yes, a
Right,
little bit. Like
we'll
it's like
pop it up or something.
people
'Cause it's
always
a
want
really pretty dress. She looked
look like
beautiful in it. She looked so beautiful in it.
she does,
She did.
but
And it
whatever.
wasn't controversial to me, but because
Mm,
of her religious level, you know, when you hit that real level, like Chris was saying, you still a pastor. You still you even though you're a baller, you still a pastor. You still
correct.
represent a
The
certain it's
church,
like being a teacher. It's just like being a, you know, a fireman or any
correct.
service worker or community service worker. You have to police officer, you can't just be out here, you know, and I'm gonna say this, I'm 420 friendly. You cannot just be out here smoking no weed on the corner with your boys
No,
and
you
you a
cannot. You do that in the
it's not about the
privacy of
drug
what?
test.
Your own
Right.
home.
Exactly. It's not about the drug test. It's about the way it looks. It's about that too. Like you're a cop. You're sitting here. You're putting people in jail. You're arresting people for doing this shit. You da, 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 but then you go out and you do that. So it's
Correct.
the same thing. Like people gonna be looking. You gotta have yourself to a higher standard.
I
Is
like
it
that
smoking
correlation.
a big deal?
Mhm.
No, but you're a cop, nigga. Put that blood down. Okay, you a damn police. I'm a teacher. Certain stuff, and I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this real quick for y'all motherfuckers. I don't teach big kids. I teach little kids who don't know how to spell, read, or write. Let me start there too. And let me say this. I work from home right now. I'm not teaching right now. I'm doing me on my master's program. So watch yourself. But even me being a teacher, I cannot just go outside representing myself any old way with children, with adults. It just doesn't add up like that. You can't be doing drugs and you know, 420 friendly is different. But I can't be on like, you know, no heavy drugs teaching and I'm a crackhead on the side, you know, but I'm a functioning crackhead and I teach. You just
Correct.
can't do that.
Mm-mm.
You can't you functioning, yeah, but it doesn't look right. It doesn't
Mm-mm.
feel right. It doesn't seem right to have this fucking crackhead ass teacher or this teacher who's a thief on the side. Like she's a criminal too. She's a booster, but she also a teacher in the school with the kids.
Like,
No.
that makes sense. You're gonna get caught up anyway. You can't live that double life. You're gonna get caught up anyway. Wasn't there a
Yeah.
teacher at Newton like that?
Yes, it was. We had a teacher. We went to Newton High School in Covington, Georgia, the illustrious Newton High School. Whoop whoop. We gonna
Okay?
say it like that. Which is really the HBCU of Covington, if you want to
I
really.
agree.
It
I
is.
agree. Yeah, 3 schools in Covington, Georgia. Newton High School
Yeah.
is
Well, to
definitely the HBCU
yes,
of freaking Covington, Georgia. I
yes.
agree.
And I
I
love it.
agree.
Shout out to Newton High School.
Yeah, shout out. Shout
My
out to
stepdaughter
Newton only
taught
because
there.
that's actually where we met.
Yes, we
At
met in high
Newton,
school,
like,
man.
we've been friends for over 14 years, like, oh, we about to age ourselves. But
You already said
whatever.
we in the 30s, shit. I mean, we in our early 30s, we done get a 35, so bitch what? Do the math, ho. Do the
Correct.
math,
So
okay? Mhm. Do the damn math. Listen.
correct.
Mm-mm.
But
No,
yeah, like,
it's like you
it's
gotta
commonplace.
do it right. It's time and place. If you feel like you wanna be doing certain stuff in the public too, just be mindful of how you representing yourself when it comes down to it. Like if you're literally gonna be, you know, doing certain things, it's no need for you to be a pastor's wife. It's no
I
need for you to
agree.
be I wouldn't make the best pastor's wife. I don't because I don't care enough. And you
Mhm.
have to care a lot
Mhm.
about
Mhm.
people's opinions, and I don't. So that's why I'm like, that wouldn't be a good thing for me. You can't help who you fall in love with,
Mm,
you know? But as a pastor, I feel like this too. You know what you gotta have to represent yourself
thank
with.
you.
So don't just be picking chicks just because, oh, she's beautiful and I like her vibe. Like, you do know what your situation is. Just like you trying to be the a councilman or president or something, politician, but you out here
Yes.
stank.
Yes,
Come on,
yes. I also feel like this too. If you really don't care, then really don't care. Like,
living your
really,
truth.
I'm not gonna spend an hour serving discussing that. I'm not. Like,
Yeah,
if I'm gonna wear the dress, I'm gonna wear the dress proudly and feel how you want to feel about it. I'm
yep.
not addressing nobody on the dress that I felt like putting that I number one purchase and put on my own body. No.
Mm,
No,
yeah.
because I'm pretty sure that dress was thousands of dollars. So the moment that I decided to get that dress created and paid for it and checked out and it was on the way to my house is the moment that I decided I don't care what nobody got to say. I'm gonna wear the dress and
Facts.
it is what it is. So let's stand in our truth. I'm not addressing Pastor Jamal Bryan. There's no way. I'm not gonna sit up here on the pulpit for an hour and discuss that dress. I'm not doing it. I'm not
Mm.
doing it.
I
No.
think the sermon was like, I ain't watching it. It wasn't no hour, but well, I'm not gonna say it was an hour. I don't know how long he really discussed, but I watched the video and it was about 30 minutes. Cause I'm like, you went in on the dress
For
only.
30 minutes you went
Yeah,
on a dress?
only
No.
dress. It's
See,
too much.
that's unacceptable, and that's what I be talking about.
And then you got
That's
people in the audience
unacceptable.
like, yes, Pastor. But I'm like, you talking, this nigga talking about a dress that his wife wore that was controversial.
Are we
Um,
supposed to be teaching the disciples of Jesus Christ? Are we supposed to be talking about Luke chapter 12, verse 7 or something? Like, you over here talking about a dress. Like,
See, I'm not
what?
on that level of knowing any type of scripture and the number that's associated with none of that. But Imma say
Like,
this. I know I didn't come here for that though. If I went to that church, I'm like, I know I didn't come here for this. I don't know
I
where
don't
this
need
was in the
pastor offering
Bible.
plate to be talking about no dress. I came here to hear the word. So what is my thing? Okay, so if you can spend all that time talking about the dress, then at the end of the day, what was the word? What was the purpose of the? I hope you tied this up. What was the word? Was it
Well, he brought it to
love?
misogyny in the church. That's what the sermon was really going. That's where it wrapped up, where it really wrapped up into being misogyny in the church and how women are held to a different like where there's a double standard, which it is obviously.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
the double standard in life. But
that is true.
it's like the hoochie thing, or what is it the Amber Rose used to do? Amber Rose,
Mhm.
Kanye West's ex-girlfriend. If you don't know, if you're too fucking young, no lie. But if you don't know who Amber Rose is, it's Kanye West's ex-girlfriend. I think
Wiz
after Kim,
Khalifa baby mother.
no,
Mhm.
before Kim, yeah, right before Kim, he was with Amber. I think. I want to say, I don't even know. Kanye did a lot of shit back then. Who gives a fuck?
Mhm.
But anyway, she used to do something called like a slut walk, where people would go out and basically it was supposed to be like a stance against misogyny. Like I can wear what I want. I shouldn't be victimized because of where I'm wearing. I shouldn't become a victim because of what
Correct.
I'm wearing.
Now I agree with that.
What I'm doing necessarily. They don't, whatever. Like I shouldn't. Nobody should be raping me, touching me, grabbing me. None of that. So it was that type of thing. So women would go out with like topless or with clothes like slut clothes and walk and shit with her, whatever. Um, please bullshit to me,
That's a
nonsense.
lot.
I ain't gonna lie.
Top
Nonsense.
please?
It was a slut walk. So
Okay.
I mean,
I
to
don't
me,
remember that. I actually do not remember that at all. I mean, do I feel like it get I do not remember that slut walk. Of course I know who
oh,
Amber
yeah,
Rose
yeah.
is.
Well, I'll go back.
Um,
That's the she it do you know why you didn't remember? Because it wasn't for you. I'm gonna be honest, it was so, like it was something that was so to me, why? But I understood why you're doing it, but to me, it's just like, yeah, I shouldn't be attacked for wearing this little ass dress or nothing, but if people think I'm a hoe because of this little ass dress, I shouldn't be surprised either. That's how I feel. Like
mhm.
people actions should be, you should be held responsible for your actions. Should you be held responsible for your thoughts though? Like if I see you walking around with some hoochie ass shit on, I'm gonna think this is a hoochie. It's not in my mind that's gonna say this bitch is not a hoochie. Now you may not
Yeah.
be a hoochie. You may not be a hoe.
Mhm.
You may just want to walk around with your pasties on and your booty out. But
Mhm.
guess what? Should I be really held responsible for thinking this is a slut in front of me? No, it's not
Mhm.
that. Like, I'm
That's
not
what
gonna
you presented, and that's what and it goes back to what I was saying earlier when I was like, if you're gonna do something, then at that point you might as well just own it. Because if you go out
yeah,
there with this little ass skirt on that if you bend over, you could see everything and some pasties, then you should be okay with the perception that you also putting out there. But at that point, it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do it, stand in your truth and do it. There's nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
Do it. Who cares?
Somebody call
Do it.
you a slut because you got on slut clothes. Should they have said that? No, that wasn't
Probably
nice.
not. Yeah.
But if they thought it, they thought it. That's what I'm saying. People wanna make it seem like, "Oh, well, the way you present is not how we perceive you." No. First impressions are everything. Everybody wanna
Yeah.
get around that shit nowadays. Like, it's like that shit don't exist no more. Dress how you wanna be perceived, act how you
Yeah.
wanna be perceived. Period. If you wanna be perceived as a woman who got some type of sense, dress like you have some. Don't come out here looking like you homeless and then you expect me to treat you like, the grand dame, because bitch, you never gonna get that from me. Shout out to Karen. You are never gonna get that from me, period. You never
Yeah.
gonna get that type of respect when you coming out looking like fucking, like, you know what I'm saying? No,
I agree. I
it's not.
agree.
It's
Yeah,
not.
there's a time and a place for everything. I absolutely agree. Yeah, people don't get that. I don't know why it's so hard for people to not get that. Like it if you want somebody to perceive you a certain type of way, then maybe you need to put your best foot forward and put out that perception. If not, it is what it is because again, you can't control other people's thoughts.
Mm-mm.
But you have to be okay with that. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't live my life trying to please other people. Only person I'm trying to please is Jesus. Okay, going back to faith. Only person I'm trying to please is Jesus. Okay, I want to get to the pearly gates, and I want Jesus to say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." Okay,
Yes.
that's it. That's all. Like I don't everything else is water under the bridge. Like I don't care. Oh, excuse my loud dryer because it is Sunday and I'm actually washing clothes as well.
At least it works. I'm no lie. My fiance fucking fixes appliances, and I swear I've been waiting forever for my washer to get fixed. When your man does shit, handy shit, he's always gonna put your shit at the lowest, like the last
Yeah.
job of the fucking, like, ugh, get on nerves. But anyway, speaking of which, my baby might need me soon. She might
I
need me.
know it's okay.
I'm
I
like,
know
I hear
she's.
her, but y'all can't hear her though. She ain't that loud right now, but I
No,
can.
I can't hear her.
My spidey senses, they
I
be,
know you got real good. You got real good spidey senses.
you're gonna get them. When she like, any mother who's watching this, when Crystal has a child, them spidey senses, they just hit you. I used to be so, like, just in, like, a cloud, just in my own zone, and then I had this child, and it's like every little noise, every little anything I can hear, I can pick it up, and it's so crazy, but, you'll get it. It's natural, it comes. It's
Okay.
just my baby's only, like, 5 months. It came.
She
It got
is a her little cute self. I
yeah.
miss her. Even though I
Oh,
just saw her yesterday, but I miss her.
right, I'm like, she misses you too, and she just saw she's a real godmother. She see my baby all the time. You know, like your other ones. I don't know what y'all be giving godmothers and all that, da, 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 whatever. Anyway,
But
speaking of
definitely.
which, we got a christening coming up soon. We need a plan, so we're gonna get it together. Yeah,
We are, we are.
that
But
is
I
true.
mean, y'all haven't heard the last from not for everyone. It's we got a whole bunch of stuff coming up.
No.
The reality segment because we watch a lot of reality TV and we have a lot to say. So we're also going to be dropping our segments on reality shows. So if y'all watch Not Loving Hip Hop, whoa. If y'all watch the Bravo show, so
Yeah,
Real Housewives, Atlanta, of Potomac, of Salt
yeah.
Lake City, we're definitely gonna come to you with our versions and our feedbacks on that. So I definitely say stay tuned for that because we are going to recap our favorite reality shows. Separate from this, but we will start to recap those as well.
Yeah. We're gonna do
Anything
some
else
fun
I'm missing?
stuff. We're gonna
Yeah.
do a Trader Joe's segment too. So if you like Trader Joe's, look out for that. That's coming up soon. We got some cute little stuff that we're gonna do. And
Okay.
and I will say this, if you have a crash out court, like if you feel like, hey, I how should I handle this, or should I have handled this different? Shoot us an email. Is not for everyone at gmail.com. For
Period.
the four,
I was
number
about to
four.
say right, not
Number
NOT, number four.
Yes,
Yes,
so not the number 4, everyone is it podcast? Yeah, not for everyone podcast at gmail.com. So if you
correct.
want us to shoot us something, definitely shoot us something, and we'll read it out. We will read it anonymously, so if it's some crazy
I was
shit,
gonna
just
say yes.
yeah,
We'll
don't
read it
worry.
anonymously, even if you don't, but we will not let you just start rolling. You like, hey, I don't care. They could say
Yeah,
this is
if you
they could say
like,
this is
"Hey,
just
bold
stuff
about
from
it,"
the
cool.
Bronx.
Right, right. We'll shout you out if you want to,
Okay,
but,
period.
other than that, we will keep it anonymous. You don't even have to tell us your name. We don't care.
Mhm.
Just let us know where you're from and the situation and keep it cute. But no, we definitely will be back. We got some fun stuff, and I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm so glad we decided to do this again and
Me too.
get it popping. So enough everyone season 2, y'all. Season
We
2.
back. We back. We better than ever
Oh,
than
season 2.
ever. It's a brand new
Yeah.
year. Just
Right.
keep rocking with Imma say this, I love the people that's been rocking with us from the beginning. Don't think that
Yes.
you go unnoticed because you do not. Love you guys. I
Yes, we love you
appreciate you for
guys.
right, for rocking with us, and this is just the beginning. The best is yet to come, so it's only up from here.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. We ready. We ready. We're up and it was up and it's stuck. Look on the Instagram for new content so y'all can see whatever we got dropping. We'll definitely keep posting it, posting it. We love you guys. Stay tuned. Kisses,
Till
guys.
next time.
Next time. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.